Hey there people, how the frig's it going? Welcome to day 51 of the isolation vlogs. Thanks for tuning in. Well, 20 to 9. I got up at 7 before my alarm. I turned it off, but then I turned it back on at 7:35 because I didn't want to pull a boner like I did on Monday, where I forgot to turn my alarm on. And luckily I woke up before my alarm went off so I could get up and do stuff. This morning, woke up, had a matcha tea, making another matcha tea, because matcha is life. Life is matcha. So today is not a lifting day. Today is a be lazy day. But I think tonight I may either A, go for a bike ride, or B, take the dog for a long ass walk, something. I do want to get my 10,000 steps in, so I'm thinking dog walk might be a thing. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we do and we'll do what we see. It's like matcha, man. It's like green tea on steroids. It's like when you make green tea, it looks yellow, right? But then when you make matcha, it just looks like you pureed Kermit the Frog into a cup. But like I said, this stuff is like green tea on steroids. It has a lot more of that ECGC bullshit to promote not being hungry and fat burn. So if you're looking for those two things, if you're into intermittent fasting, where you basically have one meal a day or whatever the case may be, and you need to make it to supper, well, matcha will help. So will salt water. If you want to add some zing to it, throw some cayenne pepper in there and burn your face off. It's freaking fantastic. Get some thermogenics involved. It's another beauty day out today. We got sunshine and lollipops, and we got Scampers here. Gonna football up and eat some food. Cause that's all she ever does. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Hum nom 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 hum. So yeah, I mentioned yesterday that they decided to ban any assault weapon looking gun in Canada. And you're probably wondering when this bill is going to go through. Well, it already has. The problem is they're sneaky, right? When they want a bill to pass, they will tag that bill onto a bill that will benefit people so they can get their agenda covered. So they tagged it onto some mental health agenda, which people need, and part of that was the banning of assault-looking firearms, thinking that this is going to stop shootings like what happened in Nova Scotia. Was it Nova Scotia? I think it was Nova Scotia. You know, all these school shootings that are happening that they see in the States and stuff. They think by banning legal firearms that it's going to prevent these shootings from happening. And like we've already mentioned in the past, 90% of these shootings happen with either stolen or black market firearms. So, will it prevent anything? I don't think so. But I guess only time will tell. Once everybody turns in their AR-15 looking Ruger 1022s and Mini 30s and their whatever else they have, their actual AR-15s and so on and so forth, and you know, their Defender shotguns and their so on, and the shootings continue, then we can be like, there you go, True Dumb, you screwed up because you banned all of our firearms and people are still walking into schools with AR-15s and shooting the place up. So you're obviously dumb. But whatever, what can you do, right? What can you do? We elect the guy in there to make the bad decisions, and now we got to deal with his nonsense. It is what it is. Luckily, I have no firearms, so we're safe. We're safe. Yeah. I don't know, I just think it's ridiculous that this is their solution. Like, this is their solution to... Like, I don't know what it's like in the US, but in Canada, we have some super strict firearm laws already prior to this nonsense. Like when you, like I know some people in the US can conceal carry, they have their permit, so they can just walk around with a pistol on their side, and it's legal. In Canada, that would never fly unless you're an officer of the law, and even then when you're off duty, I don't believe you can carry. In Canada, for rifles, like there's two different acquisitions. There's restricted and unrestricted. Unrestricted is like your rifles, like your shotguns, your regular rifles, like your hunting rifles, your AR-15, semi-automatic only, no fully automatic. Bolt action permitted, same with lever action. Just no fully automatics. Now, that's your unrestricted. Restricted is pistols. No fully automatics. Fully automatics are completely 100% banned in Canada. Now with an unrestricted firearm, the rules are simple. You must lock the firearm in a case, and the firearm itself must have a trigger lock. It has to be locked in a secured gun cabinet. And like I said, the gun itself has to have a trigger lock installed as well. So 2 locking system to prevent any use. And the idea behind that is for people who want to commit suicide by shooting themselves in the face, having 2 locks to get through should be enough time to deter them from thinking otherwise maybe this isn't a good idea. That was what they told us in our firearms class. So that's the one rule. The other rule is ammunition cannot be stored in the same location as the firearm. So it has to be stored in a completely different location, making it harder to access, therefore making it harder to use. Unless you're intended to use it. Like, oh, we're going to go out to the shooting range, or we're going to go deer hunting. Then you want your ammo to be accessible. Then you'll go grab your ammo and go grab your rifle and take it out to your vehicle and secure it in your vehicle and head out to the bush and go blast some wildlife for dinner, you know? So I don't know what the rules are in the US for firearms security or storage or whatever. But in Canada, it's pretty strict. As long as the owner of the firearm is careful with where they put their keys for the gun cabinet and where they put the keys for the locks, like if they're stupid, they're putting the keys for the trigger locks inside the gun cabinet, making it that much easier to be dumb. But if they're following proper firearm safety and storage procedures, they're not doing that, making it hard for a legally acquired firearm, which is properly stored, to be used in any sort of one of these shootings, unless it is the owner of said firearm doing the shooting with their own firearm, which in this case was not the case. In a lot of these cases is not the case. They always mention on the news that these were stolen firearms or acquired through black market. So by banning all these people with legal firearms, is that going to stop the black market? Hard no. It's literally just the government wanting more control over the people, and all they want to do is strip them of their freedoms. Now, you know, there was an argument, which was kind of stupid, on Facebook. Somebody said, well, nobody needs military weapons. And I was like, what do you mean military weapons? And since when is a Ruger 1022 classified as a military assault rifle? It could never be used as a military assault rifle. Hell, it's beyond 45 feet. The damn thing's so inaccurate that I laugh when I see people putting scopes on them and red dots. I'm like, what are you even doing? Just use the iron sight and aim up about a foot, and you might be able to snap your target. Like, it's once again, the problem is people are judging a book by its cover. And I thought we were beyond that, right? Like racism and all that. Literally, it's firearm racism. They're saying it's an assault weapon because it has a muzzle flash on it and a secondary hand grip on the front of the stock after the action, and it has instead of having a wood grain stock on it, it's got like a collapsible stock or an extendable stock for tactical use. But it's still a rimfire 1022, which is a pop can plinker squirrel gun. I don't get it. Well, nobody deserves to have military weapons. Those should be for the military. It's not a military weapon. You're dumb. You're calling it as it is. That's like, you know, being racist and saying that because something happened with one race, that means everybody part of that race is going to do the same damn thing because they all look alike, right? I thought we were beyond this, but obviously we're not because people are stupid. And it is what it is. But welcome to Canada, eh? Yeah, land of the free and home of the brave or some nonsense like that. No, wait, that's USA. My bad. I don't know. It's just stupid. It's just stupid, and these liberal cucks are like thinking that an assault weapon, like you can somehow, by adding cosmetic enhancements to a rifle, make it an assault weapon, where it's like adding a spoiler and a body kit to a Honda Civic doesn't make it a race car. It just makes it explode when you go over speed bumps. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get upstairs. We got 9 minutes left. Today is a live chat day, so it should be pretty easy going. Kind of excited. Mind you, yesterday I did enough live chats and I wasn't on live chat, so that was fun. Anyway, guys, I'll chime back in later. I think today I might try and aim for not only 10,000 steps, but try and bang out 1,000 sit-ups. Should be fun. Guys, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I think she's doing squats off my door. Anyway, I got to thinking a while ago while I was waiting for stuff to happen. I'm on live chat today, so it's a slow day for me, which I'm okay with. And I'm on live chat tomorrow, which is a slow day, which I'm okay with. And then I'm on another thing on Friday, which is going to equal a slow day, which I'm also okay with. Not sure why my neighbor has their garbage out already. That's just like asking for a raccoon to wreck your stuff. But they do, so whatever. But it is recycling tomorrow, so I need to remember to take this damn cardboard out. Because that's been sitting there for like a year, and I keep forgetting on recycling day to take it out to the recycling center. Or to the road so it can be recycled. And I really want to get rid of it because it's just in the way. But I got to thinking about my whole farmer carries. Now, when we filled one of these tubs with water, we got what, 8 pounds? Was it? I can't remember. There's only one way to really find out. Alrighty, let's get this thing queued up. That one won't work, but this one will. And we'll set you on there. Yeah, you're about 10 pounds. So 9.6. So we know that. So my big question from me to me is, water's heavy, right? That being 10 pounds, that's pretty good. What if it was filled with concrete? If once I'm done my other protein jar back there, if I filled 2 of these with concrete, I wonder how much heavier they would be. Come on, Ariel. Just looks at me and goes, no. Just leave them outside while I go back to work. But yeah, that's I was wondering, like, if I were to, because I got those bags of, still got a half a bag of cement in the shed, and I got 3 other full bags of cement that I bought for doing the flooring in there and for building a ramp and all that, because I basically was going to build a cement ramp off the back of the shed, but then Dad came up with that great idea for the wooden ramp, which we ended up going with. I got to thinking, if I fill, like here's my plan, whether or not it works. Get a rod, fire it through the top, and then fill the container with cement. Let me get them inside. Anyway, as I was saying, fill the top with fill it with cement. Like make a rod that goes inside, but kind of give it like angles and stuff, so that when the cement cures, it holds it. But at the top, you have an eyelid to attach something to, like a rope or something to hold on to, so you can farmer carry it. I wonder if that would be heavier than 40 pounds. I don't know what. Let me see, how many liters would you say that is? I don't know. Let's see if Google has any idea. How much does a liter of water weigh?
On the website inchcalculator.com, they say this means that 1 liter L of water weighs 1 kilogram and 1 milliliter ml of water weighs 1 gram G. Do you want a little more context?
No. So there we go. It's
okay.
literally 1 to 1 for kilograms. So that means that jug, being 9.6 pounds, holds 4.5 liters of water, roughly. Because it's 2.2 pounds per kilo. Knock it down, 9.6. So we'll say about 4.5 pounds. So let's see how much 4.5 liters of concrete weighs. How much does 4.5 liters of concrete weigh?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that. Do you want to know how much a 4-inch slab of concrete weighs?
No, I really don't. Yeah, it's going to be, you know what, we're going to throw those containers out anyway. And that cement's just sitting in the garage getting chewed on by chipmunks anyway. So why not just give it a go? And if it weighs 30 pounds, it's 30 pounds. You know what? I can leave those ones outside and farmers walk them outside. Farmers walk them inside even. I don't know. It would just be kind of fun to build my own weight implements and stuff. So, and worst case scenario, once I'm done the big protein, like I got this big sea sucker here. I wonder how much this thing would weigh. A 6-pounder versus a 2-pounder. Let's fill this with water and put it on the scale. I brought it in here because it's actually a lot heavier, for obvious reasons. And that weighs 17 pounds. That's pretty good. So even when I get the other one done, like when I'm done with the other big tub of protein, if I were to make them both into cement, basically lifting balls, all the material I have it here, so I don't have to rely on lumber. I wanted to build my own for doing the carryovers, the farmer carries, but Jesus Murphy, nothing's open. And I literally, all I need is an 8-foot 4x4 and some pipes, and I can build it. But nothing's open, so it's hard to get stuff. Hey guys, second last break of the day. Just heard from Adrian. You guys remember the 0042 on YouTube? We used to hang out and go mini biking together and do other things together. And we did live shows back in the day and all sorts of stupid stuff on the YouTubes and Blog TV. Remember Blog TV? Whatever happened to Blog TV? I forgot I wanted to grab my phone. See, I've been eating these tornadoes for a while, and it turns out the specs I've been using, the macros have been way off. The fat's been super high and the protein's been super low. And I just took a look at the protein scores on it and went, whoa, whoa, whoa. Something's not right here. These here, theoretically, yeah, they fall under keto because there's no carbs, but there's only 9 grams of fat and 19 grams of protein. And the ones that I've been logging are 15 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein. There's a problem. See, and that's the problem when you're categorizing your food to keep an eye on your macros to see where you are. Sometimes you gotta not go by what you scanned, because when I scanned it, it came back and said each tornado was 145 grams or 145 calories. I had no idea that was about to happen. So for 2 years now, I've been putting those friggin' tornadoes in my app wrong. Is that a problem? No, not really, because they still fall under keto, so it's okay. Also, through looking up information, somebody asked me on the comments on one of my videos what size are Fat Bike's tires. So I had to go and look it up on Google because I couldn't remember if it was 26 or 27 inch, and it's 26 inches. But sure enough, when I looked it up, the first thing that comes up in the Google search, my video from last year when I bought Biggity. The Schwinn Biggity Fat Bike. When I went to Canadian Tire after work and picked it up and took it for a test drive, and on that video you can see me getting stuck on the hill. If you look up Schwinn Biggity, you'll find the video right away on Google. It's like the #1 search for. But the product is discontinued and nobody's going to be buying anytime soon unless they buy them used off Kijiji, which surprisingly enough right now on the Kijiji in North Bay, there's 3 of them for sale. I shouldn't say surprising. They are a bitch to ride. Like, they're fine. They would be good in the winter. What's he doing? Like, they're good for the winter, but for summer road cruising and that, definitely not intended. It'll work. I'm making it work. Mainly because I don't feel like investing in another bike, even though I'd love to invest in another bike. I just don't have the cash to invest into another bike, so I have other projects that I need to do. So, I'm making it work for me. It is what it is, you know. 90% of the time I'm cruising by myself, so I can go at whatever speed I want to go at. If I want to go at a leisurely speed, cool. And if I want to gear down and take her right up to 27, well, I can gear down and take her right up to 27, because that's its top speed, 27 kilometers an hour. Beyond that, and you're pedaling and you're not even putting anything to the shaft. So, yeah, it is what it is. You know, it's not really, it's one of those bikes that were built for a fad versus being built for functionality, I guess. But I love it. It's fun. Turns heads. It's interesting. Anyway, I got 3 of these delicious sons of bitches to drive in my face hole, and I'm going to go do that right now. So, talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, guys. Different camera. I know. Probably already know what's going on. Yep, bike ride. Adrian got his new bike. We're going to go meet up at the waterfront, do some social distancing. And let's show you what he got. So let's pitter patter and have at her. Also, guys, remember that problem I had with the memory card always running out? Well, I have a solution. I found out the DSLR had 128 gig micro SD, or mini SD, or whatever the smallest ones is. I think it's micro. And it was plugged in to the freaking DSLR and one of those adapter things. So all I did was I swapped out the 64 in here into there, took the pictures off of it, stored them onto my computer, because remember I'm doing that picture a day until quarantine ends. And then, yeah, away we went. So now we have 128 gigs in here. Should be able to do an hour and 40 minutes times 2. So I don't want to math. You guys can do that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get you guys situated. Get you guys plugged in. Does this thing still have power? Yep. Okay, cool. Alright, let's get you guys set up. Alrighty guys, away we go. Alright guys, I made it. Did it in 18 minutes this time. Woohoo! And you've been wondering where Adrian is? Well, he's right there.
I was over there earlier.
He was over there.
Last I was probably over there.
But now he's over here. And this is his new bike. I don't know if it's in the shot. The sun's blinding me.
Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, his new bike.
Hi, we worked at Player together.
Oh, fuck.
These two know each other.
Hi.
There we go.
Back in the day.
Porter?
Wow.
Were you a porter or a bartender?
I was golf course.
Three different bikes. We got a cruiser, a mountain bike, and Yo Biggity. Yeah. Fun time. Alright, well, now that we're home, might as well fire up this thing, because this is what we're using to cook dinner. Sweet. Right, let that warm up, and let's go in the house and get dinner. Steak and veg. Let's go. And just like that, dinner is cooked. Let's take it in the house. Steak. There we go. Veg and steak. Bon appetit. Alright guys, I went and actually, I guess the last clip was cooking dinner. After that I took the dog for a walk. We went around the neighborhood for a quick little walk, and he had a good time and I had a good time. I put my earbuds in and listened to music and walked Scruffy Fluffy Puppy Wuffy. He seemed to just get off me. He's so excited. But yeah, he had a good time. I had a good time. There was a lot of good times to be had. Came back home, had a shower, and let me tell you guys, I am bushed. Not George W. Bushed, but it's up there. Oh, also behind me, you notice the cardboard's gone? Yeah, I finally brought it out to the side of the road. I remembered. Now I got a garbage bag that I've started working on. I've been throwing some stuff away there. And tomorrow I'm going to take that out when I let Stupid out at 7:30. Because if I put it out tonight, the raccoons will get it. And if they don't get it, the crows will definitely get it in the morning because they're jerk faces. So what can you do? One thing I can tell you for sure is right now I am so freaking hungry. Like I had that dinner and it was good, but I am freaking hungry. Probably because I've been doing this I've been changing my macros around. Before I was targeting a lot of fat and doing keto, and now I'm targeting a higher base of protein. And I think I might change it around, and I think I might get back on the keto bandwagon. Start eating keto again. I had a lot of good success on it. Mind you, I do like having the rice. I will admit, I do like having the rice. But I think I'm going to cut back on the carbs. Have them every once in a while. Luckily, rice doesn't go bad. I can hang on to that shit for pretty much ever. And I'm just going to have it time to time, here and there. You know, restock my glucose or my glucagon from time to time, because it's always good. I think I'm going to have to pump the brakes and switch back into keto to burn more fat, because that's what I really want to do, is get rid of a little bit more fat, get the percentages down, and keto was the number one way of doing that so far. So switch over to a ketogenic diet. Those macros are easier to maintain, and start roasting some fat. That's the plan. Well, tomorrow is going to be a lifting day, and then Friday, depending on what happens, I might go for a rip on the bike, or I might just take a day of rest. I don't know. It is what it is. So anyway, people, I'm going to shut her down here. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, people, stay safe and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.